Hello, this is Attorney Mike Revelin coming to you from Chicago. As usual, it's a big day. It's a big day for Judge McNally. He's got his own playlist now. I can't find one of the videos, but I'll throw that on there. This was I had some stuff sent to me in Discord, specifically one case, but I found two that I thought were good. Good old Judge Dad laying down the law. It's pretty fun stuff. But in addition to that, I wanted to leave her alone. I really did. I love Judge Manning, but I like to give her a break, but I can't. Things got rowdy. Things got rowdy over there, so we're gonna have to stop by Judge Manning's room as well and see what's going on. Let's get started, shall we?
No, ma'am. I have the Texas talking about literally it, and
okay, there was, and I hate God. I hate this word. There's all bunch of dick pussy, going back and forth between texts with one another, and I never want to hear it again. So that's more than talking about your kids.
Pantelis, Peter, Stelios, Stiolano, 23F239001.
Good morning. Rachel McRipley appearing on behalf of Pantelis Peter Stiliano.
Your name?
Pantelis Stiliano.
So as I understand it, there's going to be a plea to disorderly the retail fraud to be dismissed, correct?
Yes, it's a no contest plea, Your Honor.
What is the basis for the no contest?
Civil liability.
Yeah, I just don't do that on a theft case like this.
Okay, I hate to do this. You might learn something here. Okay, so they want to plead no contest, and apparently in Michigan, because they always ask, they need a statutory basis to do no contest instead of pleading guilty. And she cites the civil liability. Civil liability, all right, if you plead guilty, it's an admission against interest, and it can be used in a civil claim against you. That is not a legitimate concern on a theft case. First of all, the guy probably doesn't have anything. Second of all, there's no associated civil claim going against him that's going to matter. So the judge is like, no, we're not doing that. He's pleading guilty.
He's either going to have to plead guilty or...
Okay, he can do a guilty plea.
Okay, so if you plead guilty here to disorderly, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all of those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all of those rights, and there will not be a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, to the charge of disorderly person, how do you plead?
I don't want to know.
Guilty.
I just want to make sure your first name's Pantelis Peter, right?
Yeah.
Were you at the Dollar General store on January 9, 23 at 25702 Gibraltar Road
Yes,
in
sir.
Flat Rock?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Who were you with?
My father and my girlfriend.
And what happened? What did you do?
I went in the store
Welcome, Mike.
like I always do. We live right across the street from
Just
them.
tell me what you did.
We walked in, we grabbed a case of water, put it in the trunk, walked back in the store, did my shopping.
Put it in the trunk. Did
Yeah.
you steal a case of water?
Wasn't my intentions. I go in there. If I got 2 cases of water and a case of pop, it's right there at the door before you even walk in. I put it in the trunk. I do my shopping. They
You take
usually
the
scan.
wait a minute. You take the water and the pop out of the store before you go do your shopping and go back through the register?
Yeah, and I pay for it if I do it. I know it sounds stupid.
I've never seen anybody do that. You know the people? They
I
friends
do
with
know.
you?
I do know the people
They're
very
good
well.
friends with you?
Good friends with me.
It's almost like the judge isn't buying this.
I went to high school with the one clerk in there. The other clerk that was there that day, I do know her too. But
Are you telling me that you took these items before you went around the store?
right.
You took them out of the store, you put them in the trunk. It was your intention to pay for the items,
Right.
but you just neglected to do so.
I was in.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding you.
He's
Am I
understanding.
understanding you correctly?
Yeah.
Is that really what happened now?
I did my shopping. I went in line to pay for my product, and the officers came in and they arrested me right there in line.
I want you to give me a straight answer.
Yes.
Are you telling me that you did not intend to take those items without paying for them at the time that you put them in your vehicle before you did your shop?
Correct.
I'm not taking his plea. I'll enter a not guilty plea. Did he go and get printed yet?
Nope.
Did you go and get printed?
Yes, Your Honor.
I just can't take his plea even to disorderly
Seriously.
when he's telling me this.
Pretty cheap already.
Counsel.
Yeah, there were some additional things that happened inside the store.
Well, okay, hang on. I thought that's where this was the retail fraud that was being reduced to disorderly. When did you go and get printed, sir?
The day after that, 2 days after.
What happened in the store that makes him guilty of disorderly? Can you just briefly tell me?
It's my understanding that items were being put in his pockets.
He what?
You were putting items in his pockets.
Why was I 100% certain that he was being 100% untruthful with me? Did you put items in your, listen to my question.
Yes.
Were you putting items inside of your pockets?
I put one item.
Listen to my question. I don't care if it was a single piece of bubble gum.
Okay.
Did you put any item inside your pockets with the intent to leave that store without paying for it and permanently depriving Dollar General of the property?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then why are you going off on this little nonsensical tirade? I shouldn't call it a tirade,
I just love it.
but nonsensical gibberish that makes me feel like you think that I didn't get past third grade. Come on.
That's not my
How
intention.
old are you?
Just turned 30 yesterday.
All right. Well, I've been here since you were 1.5. So there's very little that I haven't heard. I don't know what somebody can tell me anymore that I haven't heard. Maybe once or twice a year I hear something that I hadn't heard. You're in a courtroom. This is a courtroom. We're not in a bar. We don't tell fish stories in here. And I'm not buying any of what you told me. If you don't want to plead guilty, I'm never going to force anybody or ask anybody or suggest anybody that they do.
Please.
I'll give you the greatest trial you've ever had. You'll enjoy the presumption of innocence. They'll have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You'll have every opportunity. But when I ask you questions because you tell me you want to plead guilty, I expect an honest answer. When you want to go off, I can tell, I can smell this out. You know, I ask you what happened. Well, are you on probation or parole?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by pleading guilty here, this would be deemed a violation of that probation or parole?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
What are you on probation for?
OWI.
Lot louder.
OWI.
Where is that at? In front of me?
Judge Hessen.
So you're seeing all of us. You understand by pleading guilty here, this would be deemed a violation of that probation or parole? If probation, if that's what your probation could be revoked, you could be incarcerated on that charge as a result of this plea and conviction.
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Do you work?
I lost my job due to this incident.
Where did he work, Ms. McRipley?
The Meyer Distribution Center.
Plea is accepted disorderly. I'm going to give you a personal bond, or you already got a personal bond. No contact with, you're not to enter 25702 Gibraltar Road. You're not to have any contact with employees of the Dollar General Store or prosecution witnesses. You cannot leave the state. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Was he under the influence of something?
During this?
Yes.
Possible. I'm not sure.
Were you under the influence of something?
I was a little fuzzy, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're fuzzy.
Yes, I was.
Under the influence of what?
Pain pills,
What kind of pain pills?
like Norcos, Vicodin.
You buying those off the street?
Is he making admissions here?
No, I'm just trying to
I've
make
had a problem with.
hang on. I'm just trying to make a point with you.
Yes.
I shouldn't ask that question. I'm trying to make a point. You've got to, the reason I don't look at police reports until there's a conviction and I see that Judge Hessen, she must have been made aware of it, that you had no alcohol or drugs. She ordered AA, it looks like 3 times a week.
That's right.
Let me see your proof that you've been going. Let me see your proof.
I don't have anything with me. She just sentenced that to me last week, Your Honor.
She said January 10th. This is January 26th. That was 2.5 weeks ago.
Yes.
Let me see your proof.
He doesn't have it with him.
He doesn't have it. He didn't go. He's on his own little schedule here. Who's this with you back here?
It's my mother and father, my girlfriend.
Is this the way you're going to live your life? You're going to just ignore judges, ignore courts, be a thief, be a drug addict, get yourself in all kinds of trouble, lie in court? Is that the way you're going to go about it?
No, Your Honor.
I'm just asking you. It's your life. It's not mine. I mean, you can ruin it. You can ruin it in the next 2 days if you want to, I mean, this is the way it is. We get involved, people get involved in the wrong things. And right now, I don't like where you're headed. And you're not truthful. Where does he work at?
Well, he was working at
At
the
Myers.
Myers, yeah.
How long was he working there?
6 months.
6 months.
Not good. You didn't go to AA, did you?
I haven't been to a meeting since my last court date. No, I haven't. I've been to meetings.
Why did you think you could blow off Judge Hessen's order?
Those were my intentions, Your Honor. I'm trying to get everything situated and straightened out.
Well, you got plenty of time. You're not working. You just got done telling me you haven't been working.
Right.
So what do you mean you're trying to get everything situated? What are you needing to get situated? Here's the thing. If you're going to make statements like this, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. What you say means something. I mean, you have plenty of time on your hands. Now you're just getting yourself in deep trouble. I think I'm going to do a screening on him, counsel.
Okay.
Screening and assessment, sentence date, I'll give you. You want to do this, the 6th, what are we doing, the 9th? Is that what we're doing, Lisa, the 9th?
The 9th is your next
Pardon?
day.
8:30 in the morning.
Give court to
Go
school
over and
time,
get,
so a little later.
oh, that's right. So we're going to do it at 10:30 again, right?
Yeah.
10:30 in the morning. You better start going to AA and A.
That's right.
I'll want you to bring that and give it to your lawyer so she can verify that you've been there 3 times. You seem like a nice kid that's on the wrong road, and for whatever reason, you're not what I would call a truth teller.
Yeah, he did want me to make one additional request.
He's not going out of state.
No, no, it's not that. He doesn't have his driver's license, so his elderly parents have to drive him here. So he was wondering if it was any way that he could do the next hearing on Zoom.
No. Where does he live?
Flat Rock.
How far is Flat Rock where you live from here?
Not too far.
Why do you want to do it by Zoom?
I don't want to burden my parents anymore for
You don't
my,
have to burden your parents. Get a friend to drive you, take a cab, take a lift, walk, take a helicopter, run backwards, do whatever you have to do.
that's right.
Well, the judge, and we all know, he doesn't want to do it live because he doesn't want to be remanded.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you too.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Don't come in here and lie to me again. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
Judges don't like that. Thank you, Ms. McRipley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. You're going to go down the hall, get your court date, go across the hall, fill out your questionnaire and be interviewed, and then you're going to come back and be sentenced by me on that date with your AA verification. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
If you haven't hit like and subscribe, then Ali's looking at you.
Hey, Carmen Cervantes, 22.
Okay, this is an interesting one. This is the one that was actually sent to me. It's a guy who decides to go pro se, and it's pretty darn interesting. I think it goes down the way it should, and it's sort of I don't know. It's sort of uplifting in its way, oddly.
G639612. Cervantes, your name?
Jose Carmen Cervantes.
Lieutenant, your name?
Lieutenant Hawkins, Trent Police Department.
So they offered you impeding traffic, it looks like, before. You don't want to do that?
No.
You want to proceed to the hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, if you would. Okay. Okay, so I just want to make sure before we go on.
Okay.
You're charged with improper lane use.
Yes.
That's a 2-point civil infraction.
Yes.
They're offering you impeding. I'm not suggesting you should take that. If you plead to impeding, it's 0 points. It won't go on your record. If you go to a hearing and you lose on the improper lane use, I'm just telling you, you're going to lose. It's going to be entered on your record. Conviction, 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
So you still wish to go to the hearing?
Yes.
Raise your right hands, gentlemen. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury, the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, self you got. Lieutenant?
I do.
Sir?
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we've got a guy who's he's been made an offer of a reduction so he doesn't get points on his license, and we're talking about a traffic case here. This isn't the end of the world. It's a little traffic infraction type of case, but there are real consequences to getting 2 points on your license. The judge wanted to make sure this guy does not want to take the deal. He wants to go to trial, and he's representing himself. Although it's just a police officer, it's not even a prosecutor. Supporting the ticket. So we proceed to trial now, and you'll see why he does. And I think the guy does a decent job of it for himself. He really does.
On December 3rd at 5:37, I was on patrol in the area of West Jefferson and Elm. I was in charge of the parade detail and detail for the city of Trenton that closed the road at 2 p.m., approximately 3.5 hours earlier. Barricades were set up. The road was fully shut down.
And when you say the road was shut down, do you mean Elm or Jefferson or both?
I mean, West Jefferson was shut down for a parade route and stroll and holiday activities. The entire road of West Jefferson was shut down.
But when you say that, there were barricades placed on the north of the parade route and south of the parade route.
And on the side streets of Elm, St. Joe, and every
So
intersection.
there were barricades on Elm that prohibited somebody from going through there.
That is correct.
All right, go ahead.
As I was driving with lights on to try and make sure everything was in place for the parade, which was about 20 minutes ready to kick off at 6 p.m., I observed Mr. Cervantes driving down West Jefferson at Elm. I stopped him.
On Jefferson?
On Jefferson.
South or north?
He was going southbound.
Okay.
I was able to pull him over at Elm Street, spoke to him. He had come out of, I believe, the parking lot of either St. Joe's or the Masonic Temple lot. He was issued a ticket for improper lane use after I checked on his warrant.
No, it is not Daryl Brooks all over again, but that is why everything the police officer did is completely understandable here. It certainly is the same scenario. It's a holiday parade with a blocked off small town little parade Christmas event going on.
Warrant where they advised and release, and we had to move a barricade to exit Mr. Cervantes out of the area.
Do you have any questions of him? Yes.
Yes, I can explain too. I can explain what happened
Okay, I
too.
want to hear.
I went to Mass.
You went to what?
I went to Mass.
Okay,
St.
St. Joe's?
I park in the parking lot, and I have some pictures of this.
Okay, that's a strong start for defendant. I'm coming out of Mass, and it's not some BS nonsense. The dude's coming out of Mass. So like, all right, that doesn't mean you're perfect or anything, but it doesn't sound like a troublemaker. Let's put it that way.
Show you. He said it was full barricaded. The street, yes. You go left before the parking lot, you go left in. The barricades, they were in the front. I went to park in the parking lot, okay? Get out of Mess. The parking lot going to Jefferson, there was no barricades.
I'm sorry, I love Jefferson. That charms me. It's so cute. It really is.
I turned right. I was
Hang
thinking
on,
it was open.
hang on.
I was thinking it
Hang
was,
on.
okay.
You came out of Mass, right?
Yes.
You were parked in the church parking lot, which
Yes.
is on Elm and Jefferson, right?
Yes.
When you came out, did you see any barricades anywhere?
No, not coming out to Jefferson. And then when I turn right, and then I see the street closed, I went right away, right, 2 miles an hour, turn right on Emmon, and he stopped me. He stopped me, and then another car came behind me. He stopped another car, and then he have to call a police car to block the intersection over there from the parking lot. Go right.
So do you see what he's saying?
I do.
You see how somebody might be able to make a mistake or not? I'm just asking. If they were parked in the church parking lot and they come out and they turn onto Jefferson, would they have necessarily seen a barricade at that point until he turned onto Jefferson?
What he should have seen, I'm not sure. It should have been blocked, and at that time, I could not confirm whether or not it was blocked. At the time, it was 20 minutes prior to the parade. It was loaded with kids. It was loaded with floats. I was working it for approximately 5 hours, and at that time, I think there were only 2 vehicles. I'm not sure if somebody moved the barricade to get out. I don't know that, so I don't know what he saw when he
Do you have the
exited.
pictures?
Yes.
When did you take the pictures?
This is Google pictures, okay, from the parking lot. And then he stopped another car. He stopped another car. He don't give a ticket to another car.
Wow, that's,
He only give a ticket to me, not to the other car. And I got the photos showing to you
let me
which car
see
it
him.
was.
Let me see him.
Right here. This is the car.
Okay, so this is quibbling, but here's where, as a pro se, he does a thing that's not great. It's not horrible. But he's like, he gave a ticket to me, but not the other car. Well, who knows? You don't have the other thing before the court. So that's not a good argument. What is a good argument, and he gets there, is that another car made the same mistake as me, which proves that it wasn't clear what was going on. That's a fantastic argument. And we get there.
And this is the parking lot. That is the truck in front
Hang
of me.
on, slow down.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time getting my focus here.
Does this help, Judge? He really does.
Am I right that looking at this picture, can you see which one I have in my hand?
That one, it was, when I take the picture, it's in front of me, the car. Okay.
I know, but Jefferson would have been behind
That is
you.
Elmo.
Hang on.
Okay.
I know. Jefferson would have been behind you.
Yes.
But you turned on to Jefferson. Why are you taking a picture of Elm?
Because I take the picture of that car because I knew he's not going to give a ticket to him.
It doesn't matter. I don't
Okay.
care if he.
No, I just take the picture of that to show the other car was in front of me too. There was two mistakes because it was not blocked, the parking lot. It was me and another car behind me too. You know, when I turned, it was another car behind me. He stopped me and then he stopped another car. But it was no parking case over there. How we know it was blocked and they
Let me see the
coming
other two
out.
photos. Do you have other photos?
Yeah, this is the number one is when you get in the parking lot, and the second one is when you go out in Jefferson.
Enough screaming.
It was no, and the second one was no barricades, right there.
Yeah, coming out of the alley.
Yes, you're going in the alley to the parking lot, and then when you go to Jefferson.
Which way? Did you come out this way?
No, the other way.
You came out onto Jefferson.
Yes.
Right, because there's a driveway from the parking lot right onto
Yes.
Jefferson. Didn't you see all the people out there?
It was no people right there, Your Honor. There was no people right there. That's what I turned right. There was nobody over there. From the light there, for the other side,
I was
it was
in
a lot
that
of people.
parade and there were people out there by 20 to 6.
Here we go, Middleton again. I was in that parade. He knows the area. Oh, here we go.
Really? There were people out there at 20 to 6. There were a lot of people out there at 20 to 6. That's the night of
No,
the
I'm not
Christmas
saying it's
parade, right?
not people from the light, and the light, it was a lot of people. But when I made the mistake to go right, you know, I saw the people and then I went right away right.
Can you tell me whether or not there was a barricade on this driveway for sure when he pulled out of there?
I cannot. There should have been, but I cannot confirm that it was moved or not there.
So,
And that's the case in a nutshell. But watch it play out. It's cool.
look, I know it's tough, but I can see how if somebody came out of the, wait, let me finish. I can see how if somebody came out of the church parking lot. I mean, I don't think he's lying to me. I do remember there being a lot of people there. What time the parade starts? 6?
Yes.
I mean, there were a lot of people out there at 20 to 6. But if there's no barricade here and no signposting here, I don't know how he could have gotten out if there was a barricade there unless he moved it or somebody else moved it. If somebody else moved it, I'm not going to find him responsible. If he moved it, that's a different story, but I don't have any evidence that he moved it. And if there's not a barricade or no police posting here, look. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, it should have been barricaded. It could have been moved. I doubt that Mr. Cervantes would have gone out and moved that barricade. So whatever the court finds.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. You do have to be careful, though.
Right there, the police officer is basically conceding the point, just saying, you know what, I don't think this guy moved a barricade. Maybe somebody else moved it. Implicit in that is give him a pass. I don't care.
Okay. I'm going to find you not responsible. I'm going to cut you a break here. But I mean, they still have to prove their case. And if there wasn't a barricade there, I'm not going to
Absolutely
find you responsible. So
They're both
not
good guys.
responsible. You're all set. Take back your photographs.
Thank you.
He's a very good officer, though. He would.
Oh, no, you know what, can I say something?
Here.
I appreciate what they do. And when I'm guilty, it's the first time I fight a ticket,
You can.
but I say, I'm not.
You never have to apologize for fighting.
No, but
a
I'm
ticket.
saying,
That's why we're here.
I'm appreciating what they do for us,
Yeah, I know. Well, that's good. You're in the minority anymore. I'm not sure too many people do,
Well,
and they should. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You
Good
too.
luck to you, sir. Thanks, Lieutenant.
I don't know. My reaction to that was it's the right thing happening. I see this in the context of the Darrell Brooks case and that horrible tragedy. And the cop is just, all the cop is thinking is, I want to keep this parade route safe, and that's my job. That's his top priority in the moment, and that's correct. I do believe this guy got out of mass, turned out, and then saw, oh, there's barricades, and then was going around, but it had no nefarious motives or anything going on. And then, I probably shouldn't have written him a ticket, but whatever. I can see where you would. And I just think I think the cop, the defendant, and the judge were just all gentlemen. The right thing happened, and we all move on. It was just, I don't know, it's just a nice demonstration of the system doing what it should, and things working out right.
Okay.
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 So, Ms. Burnett, how long is it going to take you to present your case?
It shouldn't take long at all.
Okay, give me a number. 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
Maybe like 10, if that long.
Nope.
All right. What about you, Ms. Jones? How long do you think it'll take you to respond?
Now, I'm happy that it's you because I came to you and got a protection order on the guy that she's doing this for right now. When COVID first hit. While I was in the office, you were there at the intake off in the front, and you were seeing the threats. He was calling and texting right there while I was there with you. So you went on and granted me the PTO. And at the time, he had another woman that he's used, like he's using this one here, to get a PTO out on me. You seen the truth, and you denied hers and gave me a PTO. Now the PTO is up. I had 2 years of peace. He's now with this new woman, making up more lies. I've been going through this with this man for 11 years. When he and I first broke up, he told me, I'm going to destroy your life.
I just asked, how long do you think it'll take you to present your side of the case?
If you want the whole case, it's going to take me maybe 3 minutes.
What I'm talking about is this is just going to be like responding to what she had.
Okay, what she's saying is total lies.
Okay,
All of this
so
is,
I'm going to say 10 minutes. Sounds good to me.
yep, because I have all my proof that she called me. I never reached out to her. I have
Both
my
of y'all-
phone.
Both of y'all will raise your right hand. All right, you swear a firm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ms. Jones, you're signed on 2 ways.
Yes, because my computer will cut out, but
Okay.
I still need to take it off of my phone so I can show you the call log of her calling.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Barnett, what we're going to do is I want you to start from the most recent event and work backwards. All right?
Okay.
Hold on. Be specific. Let me give you a couple more ground rules, okay? So this is about stalking. So you've got to tell me what I want to hear about is stalking. So any stalking that you're alleging Ms. Jones has done to you, that's what I want to hear about. Focus on that. Not what somebody else has done or anything like that. This is just with you and Ms. Jones, period, okay?
Okay. So I don't know if you're aware, this is my second time coming to court for her. The first time it wasn't granted because the judge told me that it would have to be physical. I don't understand what he meant about that, but now she have gotten very aggressive. She have went on my friend's social media posting things. She don't even know me, ma'am. Let's just put that out there. She knows nothing about me. All she knows that I'm dating her kid's father. She's been harassing me. She know where I work. She's calling my job. She threatened to come to my house. She didn't look. I don't know. She's gone on. I guess it's public information where she's going online, finding out where I live. She got a mug shot of me back last year when me and my ex-husband had an altercation and we both went to jail. And I had a simple aggravated assault charge and it was dismissed, and it was I was not prosecuted for it. And she found that and sent it to her kid's father. She called me black, ugly monkeys. I have all that. She have called me. I have proof of that as well. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't want it to get to the...
At this point. Yes, Bill, I agree. Do not bring up your prior mugshots in your TPO hearing. It's not helpful.
The point where it goes to getting physical. So that's why I keep coming to you guys for help. I don't have nothing. Once again, I have nothing to do with her kid's father, not taking care of her daughters, none of that. I'm just dating him. And for some reason, she's coming for me. She don't even know me. But she does this with every female he dates. Every female he dates, she harasses them. She go find out information about them. She does that because she thinks that's gonna make her kid's father break up with the female so she could go with him. I have looked.
Despite her less than perfect presentation, I do believe everything that she's saying.
At his phone, he'll be on here at 12:30 because he have a court date with her as well, from her calling his job and stalking him as well. But like you said, I'm on here for my case. That's a whole nother case. But I just want her to leave me alone. I feel threatened by her. She finds out stuff about me. She's trying to jeopardize my livelihood by calling my job, doing all types of stuff. And I have proof as well with long messages. She's sending me messages of her texting her supposedly guy she's dating now. What that have to do with me? I just feel like I don't know what to do at this point. I have been down there 4 times.
Well, you could learn how to say supposedly.
Asking you guys for help with her. Something is wrong with her. I don't know I don't know what she does this to females who tends to date her kid's father because he don't want to be with her. And I have looked on his phone where he showed me, look at her texting me.
Females who tend to date her kid's father. Yeah, she's jealous and she goes after any other woman that he dates or hooks up with or whatever. That I totally believe, but I just like the awkward phrasing of it.
Oh, come have sex. He got proof. He'll be on in an hour, and he have his own proof, but I got mine too, and I can share it.
There's evidence you want to show me. You need to share.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Can I also show the first live, me reaching out to her? I have my call log right here.
Wait,
She talking to me first.
Ms. Jones, you can
She
do those
is.
after I hear from her, okay?
Yes, I have all proof. Okay.
It's just chaos.
Years of proof.
Yeah, that's after you call me.
Absolute
Make sure you
chaos.
show
Go ahead.
it.
No, Ms. Barnett.
Make sure you show everything, sweetheart.
I don't talk.
Okay. I put it on there.
Wait, Ms. Barnett, about what date around when was this sent?
This was sent when she sent this the week before last, or early last week or the week before last, like a day before. It was the day.
Ms. Jones, let me hear from her and then I'll hear from you, okay?
And as you could tell,
Absolutely.
Your Honor, her phone number is
Number. So she sent you this.
yeah, she's sending me. I mean, this is not it. We would have to be on this phone. It would take maybe over 2 hours if you want to see everything she sent me. I just try to pick out certain things where she just sends me stuff about him and how he's doing stuff for her kids, and I mean how they was in the past and how he gonna mess over me, and I mean, and sending me stuff of guys she didn't date, guys she dating, and I'm a gorilla, I'm a monkey, and all this.
Yep. All right.
And she's gonna come to my job.
Hold on. You have another something. I read that. You have anything else you want to show me?
Yeah, hold on.
So you know this to be her phone number. Just a yes or no.
Yes, her number, yes. I'm just trying to make sure because I had it on another phone. So I'm making sure that you have her number as well.
My number is 770.
Well, whose number is this? It's a 404 number.
And
That's
that's addressed
Hold on,
to
Ms. Jones. Hold on.
Hold on. I have it.
Ms. Barnett,
I have it. Hold on. Can you give me a second? Because that's coming. I had to send this to this phone because that other phone I have, I couldn't do Zoom on it. So the phone that I was talking to her on, which is my other phone, that's where I got the information at, right here. And I could take a picture and screenshot it. Where you
whose
see her
phone number is the 404 number?
That's my other number. That is my phone.
Go on. Show me the next one.
Hold on. I'm about to, hold on. I'm just trying to screenshot this so you can see it this way. She sent me so much. She even sent me stuff of them texting each other. Enough is enough with this.
I did.
G'day.
Hold on. I'm trying to get back to the screen.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm trying to get back on here, so hold on, give me a second. Because I want them to see her number, so they won't think I'm just, I need them to see her number, which I have it right here. How do I,
I presume that's about my good day. Spoken like a man from Chicago.
All right, ma'am. Can you not figure it out?
yeah, I'm trying to get back on the screen with you. I'm trying to take a picture of her number and all these.
I just want you to look at the screenshots you want to show me. Let's do one thing at a time.
Okay. I'm trying to see how to take a picture of this right here. Oh, there you go.
I don't know what I have.
It won't allow me to take a picture of the,
Oh, ma'am, what you need to do, share your screen.
Actually, thanks
I
to
mean,
Big, I have it all.
I'm sharing it with you now.
But I don't have
I'm still looking at the
timestamps.
same text message.
Oh,
So
Move
if
to the
there's a
next.
must-see
oh, I
case,
get what you're saying.
give me
Okay,
the
sorry.
timestamp,
All right, stand by. Let me look.
and I'll go to it.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't
Okay.
know what you were saying. I was trying to do the show the number, her phone number. I was sending it to this number.
Okay, hold on. Let me read.
Okay.
I can't read this.
All right, go to the next one.
All righty.
Oh, it continues.
Okay, you can go to the next one.
All right.
Is that all caps? Oh, it is. She is tech screaming.
Okay, go to the next one.
Okay, hold on. I need to go back to photos. It's
Oh, here's one. I think this is a new one. No, that's the first one.
okay.
I still don't see my phone number. Sorry.
Okay, you gonna see. Hold on. I'm trying to get you. You know you, girl, stop. You know you need to stop.
Mhm.
Y'all, please don't argue between each other. It's bad enough y'all fighting over a man.
Oh, ma'am, I haven't been with him in
I'm
7
not
years.
fighting over a man.
7 years. I haven't been with him.
But you keep harassing them because and you harassing me. You don't even know me.
All right, I'm muting y'all. Y'all keep talking over one another, to one another, cutting it off. None of that. None of that.
Okay, I'm confused on how to get back to these. How do I go back to my photos?
Let me stop you from sharing. You can reshare again.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So let me share. Hold on. Matter of fact, so you can see her phone number that is coming from her. She even sent me something about.
Show it to me. Show it to me. Let me see.
Oh, show it to you. Hold on.
All right, just share your screen. Show it.
I'm not sure if you could see.
You're not sharing your screen yet. All I'm looking at your phone.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to show you the phone. This is my other phone, and her phone number is here. I'm trying to take a picture of it so I can share it with you.
Hold it up and let me see it. Hold it up.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
She
It's
wants
so
to
dark
see
in
the
here.
relevant text
I'm gonna turn my
pertaining to this TPO.
Dizzy watching you walk.
I know. Sorry. I'm trying to see if you could see her.
Okay, stop.
You can see her phone number on here.
Hold on.
This is her phone number.
I can see it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. This is another phone. I was scared to even let her have this number.
Hold on. If there's other stuff you want to show me, Show me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is stuff, this is the last time she texted me, January 7th, on narcissists, something about men being narcissists. She's sending me, if you
Okay,
could
can you
tell,
not stare at the screen on all that, or you got to hold it up? Okay,
all
hold
right.
on. So you got to be still so I can read it.
She's sending me messages that her and
And shut up.
I
her
got it.
kid's father was having. Look, this is what she was sending me. Stuff about, I mean, it's
Okay,
plenty.
hold on. All right. Is there other stuff you can share your screen and show me?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Hold
go
on.
ahead and share your
I
screen.
got it.
I mean, that
Okay,
might have been
hold on.
helpful, but
Let me
she
share
can't
again.
just hold it.
Photos, because I got all the rest of it. Hold on. Where she, sent me, I
Right.
just, it's
Wait,
so
did you
much.
get down- did you get Naeli or something so she can tell them their new date?
Patricia's on the way. I just
This is most stuff she was sending me.
All right, let me read it. Okay, let's see.
And the phone that right there is her sending me conversations between her and the her kid's father, the guy I'm dating now. She was sending me messages from what they were saying. I don't even know what they got to do with me.
All right, go to the next. Go to the next. I've read that. All right. Okay, go to the next one.
This is a guy she sent me saying that's the man who's after her. I don't know what that got to do with me. Once again, I don't care who she's dating. I don't care if she's dating Donald Trump. It doesn't matter to me. That's her business. Why is she sending me stuff like this? I don't know.
She's
Okay,
not,
what's the next?
just for the record.
All right, what's next?
This is once again, I believe, text messages with her and her kid's father. She was sending it to me.
Okay. So in any of these, do you respond?
Yeah, I did respond. I have responded. If you could clear it out. I'm not gonna lie, I was responding to some of it, and one of them I told her, can she just please leave me alone? Like, please leave me alone. I have told her that several times, and she still come at me. She still come from me. Now, what her and her kid's father have going on, that's between him. I even told him, whatever you and her have going on, y'all keep that amongst y'all. I don't want to have no dealings with that.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got my interpreter here. Ms. Chavez.
Morning, Your Honor.
I'm not going to make you say pretrial, okay? All right, so I've got Ms. Escobar.
Señora Escobar.
Sí, estoy acá.
I'm
Okay.
here.
So the respondent was not served.
A la otra persona no se le entregó el aviso de la audiencia.
So her case is reset until February the 10th
Así que su caso ha sido pospuesto para el 10 de febrero
at 2 p.m.
a las 2 de la tarde.
Ms. Free is going to email her the reset notice and a sheriff's form.
A usted se le va a mandar también el aviso de la próxima audiencia y la orden del sheriff.
And she needs to fill out the sheriff's form, return it to Ms. Free by the end of the day.
Y usted tiene, al final, cuando le llegue la orden del sheriff, usted lo completa y se lo manda de regreso a la señorita.
¿Mismo día?
Or that she puts, Ms. Barnett, I'm going to mute you right now. So, all right, make sure that she puts like a 2 to 4 hour time frame. That's the best time to try to serve the respondent so they can get it served.
Señora, cuando usted complete la orden del sheriff, asegúrese que le pone un espacio como de 2 a 4 horas donde se puede encontrar esa persona ahí, porque eso les ayuda al sheriff.
O sea, después de esto me van a enviar, o sea, cuando me envían la cita para la próxima audiencia, ¿ahí me van a enviar eso?
Correcto. va a llegar de la señorita Free.
All right. So tell her she could go ahead and leave the meeting, return that sheriff's form back to Ms. Free though, by the end
Okay.
of the
Usted va a recibir esos documentos hoy, los completa y entonces se los manda hoy mismo a la señorita Free.
Ok, por el email que me enviaron, ¿sí?
At the same email where I received this documentation.
Yes, ma'am. So make sure she checks her junk email and everything so she'll get it.
Sí, señora. Y si usted no lo recibió, vean en el folder de basura, porque algunas veces se van para allá si su computadora no lo reconoce.
Ok, hoy mismo.
Today.
She'll get it. Yeah. And she needs to return the sheriff's form today also by the end of the day. She'll get it. It'll may be the end of the day, but she'll get the notes.
Usted lo va a recibir hoy, tan pronto.
All right, I would have cut this out, but I didn't have time and I haven't seen all this. I hope that this is the case that contains the bit that I did the introduction with. Please tell me it is.
Se lo reciba, tiene que completarlo hoy. Es posible que le llegue ahorita o al final de las horas de oficina, pero usted búsquelo hoy y lo complete inmediatamente.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. So Miss Janet.
Señora Janet.
Janet. Paredes. Okay.
Janet Paredes?
There you go. Paredes.
Sí.
Yes.
Right. So it's the same with her, except her case is reset to February the 10th at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But
Lo mismo.
on this one, they weren't able to access it. So if they need a gate code, she needs to put that on the sheriff's form when she returns it to ambulance.
Ok, en su situación, señora Escobar, eso es todo. En su situación, señora Paredes, igual no pudieron darle el aviso de la audiencia a la otra persona. El problema con esta orden del sheriff es que no tienen código del portón. Si usted tiene ese código, le van a mandar otra vez la orden del sheriff y tiene que ponerle ahí el código del portón de acceso. ¿Está bien?
No tiene, él no tiene, en el departamento donde él vive no tienen portón.
They don't have a code in the apartment where he lives.
It just says unable to access. I have to assume it was a code. So if there's a
Dice que no pudieron llegar. La jueza asumió que era un portón o algo, que no pudieron accesarlo.
So I'm just, there's a gate. They can't get through the gate. I mean, yeah. So she's got to provide. It says unable to access. That's all I know.
No pudieron conectarse o no pudieron llegar. Entonces, le van a mandar a usted también una orden del sheriff. Tal vez le pueda dar una información diferente a la que tienen porque no han podido la primera. Le van a cambiar la audiencia igual para el 10 de febrero a las 2 de la tarde. Cuando llegue esta documentación, por favor, de manera inmediata, la completa y la manda de regreso al mismo email de donde usted lo recibió. Revise hoy sus emails y también los del folder de basura, porque puede ir ahí también, porque si su computadora no lo reconoce.
But she'll get that same information from Ms. Free. Just turn the sheriff's form by the end of the day.
I just said that, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I thought so. I'm a little rusty on my Spanish, you know. So just return that back to her and she'll get the reset notice and tell her to have a good day. I think we have her.
Tenemos su email, señora, y entonces ahí por email le va a llegar su nueva fecha y la orden del sheriff que tiene que mandar inmediatamente con la nueva información, ¿ok?
Ok, en la próxima audiencia, la persona que fue demandada, ella va a estar en la corte también.
At the other hearing, the other party is going to be present.
If they get served.
Si es que se le puede entregar a él el aviso de la audiencia.
Ok.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So she can go and have a good weekend.
Gracias. Eso es todo. Pase buen fin de semana.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Chavez.
Okay, there is nobody else. De nada, señor.
That's it, right, Ms. Free?
That's correct. That's all.
Okay, the interpreter is going to disconnect. Thank you for waiting.
I'll see the interpreter next week for some pre-trial.
Yes, Your Honor. Pre-trial. Bye. Bye.
All right, Ms. Barnett. All right, if you're not on Mr. Richards, you can turn your camera off since we're not hearing you, but make sure you hear if I call your name, okay? And you have to turn your camera back on. So you and
About pre-trial.
Juicio preliminar. I have to do it in the
All right.
a tango show will be next, okay? All right, Ms. Barnett.
Okay.
Yeah. What else do you want to tell me?
I think I didn't told you everything. I mean, she's calling my job. She's harassing my job. She's harassing me. I mean, she's calling me on my job. She's harassing me through the phone. She's looking up stuff about me, you know, which is publicized. I don't know. I'm lost for words right now because I don't know what else to do. I mean, I didn't present in my case.
That's okay. When you
Right,
find the words,
so-
they're wrong.
I always want to ask this. Usually I'm like, you know, when it shows up and it's two women and there's a man in the middle, I always want to know where the man is. Where is he at?
He's coming. He's gonna be on. Me and him came down together. He got to be to court at 12:30 for her.
I mean,
He's
why has-
on with his evidence too.
What? Tell me what he says to you when you show him all this.
He told me that she always been this way. I only been with him a little over a year. He was just in a 5-year relationship with another young lady, and him and her went down there because she went out scratching on their cars and going over there slapping and hitting on him. And he said the only reason, he said she can get violent too, where she gets physical. He said the only reason he never called the police on her is because of his daughters. She done went over there. The lady, her name is Tammy Jones. She went and came down around COVID, and him and her to file a TPO on her. And for some reason, I don't know if it was due to COVID, it didn't go through or what. And she also mentioned that she knows nothing's going to happen to her because right after, if y'all go ahead and don't grant this TPO, guess what's going to happen? She's going to start up again. She's going to go to harassing us, right? Sending him all kinds of messages and sending it to me and all that. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I'm not trying to take matters into my own hands. That's why I'm trying to do it the right way by asking for help.
Let me ask you a question. So, if all this is happening, is it worth being in a relationship with him with all this? I mean, to me, I'd be like, bye.
I mean, he's not a bad person. Some people don't know how to move on, ma'am.
Right,
I mean,
hold on. I'm not saying that anybody's a bad person, but if I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody, if I've got an ex, it's just, I'd be like, once you handle all that.
And I'm giving her what she wants. That's what I'm saying. She cannot run away. If he don't want her,
Excellent logic, Judge, but it's not human nature. I know. I get it. I'll leave it at that before I get in trouble.
He's going to date other women. You're going to have more than me coming down there because every woman, unless the woman just leaves, she got to realize if a man don't want you, he don't want you. You cannot run every woman he date away and keep his children away because he don't want you. She tried to use the children to keep him. I mean, I have 7 kids myself. I have been a baby mom that been the same way, and I must admit to it. In my early days, when I was in,
I really like her. That just charmed me right there. She's like, "Look, I've done the same thing. I know what it is. I recognize it. I didn't see this far in the hearing. That's just as credible as can be. That's funny."
My teen years and 21, you know, I have been where I didn't been to girls' houses fighting them and stuff because I wanted my kid's father. And guess what? My kid's father left me and married another woman. That was my second kid's father. We got married, but my first kid's father, I could not make that man be with me. And I had to realize.
I want to hear about number 3. Tell me about number 3.
That until I moved on. And he still, to this day, he wasn't with me. Me and that man haven't been together, and he's deceased now. But haven't been together for 20-something years. But I had to wake up and realize I cannot run every woman he deal with away. I had to realize I had to move on. So that as a 42-year-old woman, she needs to be more mature than that, than trying to play on phones and stalking people and harassing people. It's more to do. She have kids. Set an example for your kids, your daughters. You wouldn't want your daughters running behind a man like that. Like, come on. I mean, I'm not upholding him. If you,
got you this part, man. You preached. That was good. That's good. All right, so stand by. Now, let me hear from Mr. Jones. I know it's going to be hard for you, so I'm going to put you on mute. Okay. So let me hear from her.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
I'll let you respond after.
Okay. I have not been with this man in 7 years. I put him out. I moved on. Okay. This is part of him using females, which he told me he was going to do. And she's the second one. He's been in many relationships. He had many of females over the years. Before Miss Tammy, after Tammy, during Tammy, in this one here too. Okay. I did not even know that this woman existed. Okay. For real, until I received court papers.
Yeah, but for real, you're stalking her. I mean, that's what we have so far. I don't know where this hearing goes, but if what she's saying is true, she wouldn't be taking these actions. She's still obsessed.
Okay. I knew that he was dating a lot of different females because he likes to call you, even in your office at one point, you've seen the way he'll call and harass. He likes to do that type of stuff. I've been going through it for 7 years with him. Okay, let me even tell you at the beginning of when we first broke up, this is how he tries to use the system. When I first put him out, he started doing wellness checks on my house, sending the police to the house over in Clayton County to check supposedly a wellness check. They caught on to what he was doing and they stopped. Okay. After that, he started slashing my tires. When I put him out.
You froze. And your other phone,
I don't know where this is going.
You froze, Miss Jones. And I can't hear you because your phone's on mute.
But it doesn't look like it's headed to insanity. I'll say that much.
Jones. You need to take yourself off mute in your phone.
Let me see. You said take.
Okay, I can hear you now.
The uncomfortable truth is that they're all attracted to him for exactly the sort of chaos that he creates. It's not logical, but it's human nature. And this is what we deal with.
You can't have your phone real close to it. You get that feedback.
I'm sorry. Oh, because I still got it for my proof. Okay, that was the first thing. Okay. Mr. Hopkins had many females. I have never stalked him. I've never pulled up on Mr. Hopkins. None of that. Long story short, we were not together for 2 years. Then he got with Miss Tammy. He started to use Tammy. Actually, this is the first thing he did. Had Tammy call defects on my 5-year-old daughter because there was an incident between her and Tammy snatching stuff off of her when she went to go visit. Okay, shortly after that, Tammy caused defects, has defects come to my house, questioning my 5-year-old and lying on my oldest child at that point, saying that my daughter had stabbed someone. So when the defects lady came to my house, she said, "Oh, Ms. Jones, I thought I would be meeting you here." Now, when she came up, I noticed that she touched my truck, right? So soon found out. She, at the time, of course, couldn't tell me no names. She said she got a phone call that my oldest daughter had just stabbed somebody and that my 5-year-old was talking about committing suicide. Okay, now this is me.
Tammy lady, or we talking about Miss Barnett?
We're talking about the Tammy lady.
But we need to focus on Miss Barnett.
Okay, Miss Barnett, I didn't know that she existed. I get a phone call in October from her with her friend from a 504 number. She calls me. She asked me if they could get my children for Christmas. I told her, he does not even care about my children. He doesn't ask about them. If you can send me a text message
304 number
with him even asking about my girls over these years, then I may consider it. Okay. She and I had a decent little conversation. Okay. She even told me how his son is there and how she has to tell him to spend more time with his son is there, the whole night. Me and her got off the phone, but me and her friend continued to talk here and there because her friend was asking me questions because she's like, I knew that something was wrong with him when she told me that he was taking her on vacation and I found out that she was paying for it. So in that, which I still have proof of, I got proof of her calling me with her friend. I have all of the text messages from that because I've learned with him. I had to keep all text messages. I have thousands of them. Okay. So I told her that he's telling me your business. What he did was compare her to the Tammy lady is what he did. He told me she's just like Tammy in bankruptcy because he said, these are the weak ones that I can get to go after you. Why do you think there's only 2 women who ever came after me? And he had hundreds of y'all because y'all the stupid ones to do it. Sorry to say. But I don't know what lies he's telling you. I don't know you. I have not.
She doesn't care about winning this hearing. She just wanted to set up that insult because she doesn't like her. And the reason she doesn't like her, she's still jealous and she still wants to be with the guy.
Been with this man in 7 years. I have no type
Simple as
of
that.
emotional cons. No, nothing. He don't even take care of my children. And you're letting him.
Can you tell the judge how you know I got bankrupt?
You're letting him. He told me. That's what I sent you the
No,
text.
you looking it up.
No. Hold up.
Not gonna talk
He literally. How am I going to look somebody up and I didn't know your name until I got started picking?
Hold on, Mr. Jones. Why did you start sending her all those text messages?
Oh, she called me. I got my proof right here. She called me. I didn't have her
Okay,
number.
did you not look up my mugshot?
No.
Tell the judge
He
that.
did that to me, and I looked it up after the first court hearing.
I'm muting you. See, this is why I'm muting you.
After the first court hearing, sorry.
I picked the wrong day to start sniffing glue.
Okay, I am. Okay, after the first court hearing where her making up all them lies, oh, I sent him this and I sent him that. If he's dealing with a woman, what would her bankruptcy or anything else ruin their relationship for? Like, that was just stupid. She's really reaching there. But after our first court hearing, yes, I did after that go ahead and look her up. But here we go. Okay, here it is. I saved her under the gorilla after the first court hearing, but you see the number.
Okay, but, you know, this is another.
Okay, but I'm just trying to show you that this is her phone number.
Women need to lift each other up, not.
I tried. That's why I sent her a message about
her name as the gorilla. That's not lifting her up. She has a name.
Okay, but I tried my hardest to explain things to her, even sending her the text messages so she can see.
But Ms. Jones, guess what? If she wants a man, I'm gonna put, this word I just said. If she wants a man to treat her like crap, cheat on her.
Look,
it is so sweet, Judge Manning trying to instill some values, but I mean, it's the horse is out of the barn here. It's way too late. There's no interest in coming together, or lifting each other up, or making good life decisions, or anything else. We're way past that. but God bless her, Judge Manning's going to try.
Let me just say, if she wants a man to cheat on her, lie to her, do all that, and if that's what he's doing, and she's okay with it, then that's her choice.
I never reached out to her, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No. Look, that was from her number. This is her calling me. Can you see that?
Okay, yeah.
Incoming call, not me calling her. Okay. I have never. There was no way for me to get this woman's number. Me and him has no contact physically at all. There's no way for me to get this woman's number, nor do I have a reason to.
Okay.
I've been with him in 7 years. I have no reason to reach out to you.
All right.
After the first time she reached out to me with her and her friend, shortly after that, I get a knock on my door.
Stop. What caused you to send all those text messages?
Okay, this is what I'm telling you. From the first, after me and her phone conversation with her and her friend, which we didn't argue, nothing went bad at all, got off the phone. A few weeks later, the sheriff is at my door knocking on my door with the first TPO. Off of that one conversation me and her had, then she goes run down there, get a protection order with a bunch of lies saying that I'm sending him all of this information on her. The same stuff that she just told you. It don't even make sense. Her mug shot and all of this. First, I didn't even know the woman's name until I got served PTO papers. That's why this is so crazy to me that it's even going on.
Send all of those text messages.
Okay, that right there was the proof. All of the lies that she said to the judge, that right there was all the proof. If she would really let you see the text messages, and I have them, it's me and him texting, with him admitting that he's the one who told me about the bankruptcy. He's the one that told me all about her. And in the text messages, it's even showing me asking him, I'm talking to you about my daughters. Why are you telling me about these women? Because she's not the only one that he tells me about. I can send him a text message, which I have proof of, saying, hey, the girls asked about a new phone that he was supposed to get them, right? This is how the text, even with my daughter's text messages, the text messages come back to me. Yeah, me and my woman
Can we talk about this case, please?
This is all about this case. It is.
Hold on, Ms. Jones. All of those text messages I read, none of them said, stop contacting me.
No. So hold up. Oh, it's hers. Hold up. Here's mine. I have my text messages. She didn't show you all of them. I have all of the text messages.
Whose were all of those?
Oh, sweet Jesus. What?
Did she showed you first? The first two was her texting me. That's why I said Nakia starting off, because she was addressing those to me. Those were not text messages I sent to her. Those were text messages she sent to me. I said that while we was on there. I said, no, that's what she sent to me. You see my name. She started it off with Nakia.
I don't know. I didn't watch this, so I haven't seen any of this stuff. I don't know how it ends, but it appears to me Miss Jones is the problem. It does. That, you know, that's just someone who's casually observing here.
All right, go. All right. You
That
saw
was
the
her
other ones
to
and
me.
all the cats talk about.
Right. That's what it didn't make sense to me. That's why she was just showing you stuff that she was texting.
You got to share your screen if you whatever you want.
Okay. Do you know how to share the screen on here? Because after that phone call is when I started to send the text messages. Because at that time, he was bothering me. He was calling and texting me.
What I got to do
So
with
that's
it?
how I was able. You called me. You called me.
All right.
I'm sure they both have.
What do you mean?
play a part.
Okay.
Don't talk to her, please. Somebody talk to the lady in the black robe.
Okay. Look, this is her texting me.
I can't read that though, Miss Jones. You're gonna have to share your.
Okay, now. Okay, let me see. On my phone, you mean share my screen?
Yeah, there's a little thing that says share your screen.
Okay, where do it say? Because I don't have. Okay, it says share. What do I go to share it?
No, I don't want to be in it.
Hold on.
You want me to shut it down? Then I'll have a problem with my chat room.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm redirecting the stream to Biggins when it gets done. I didn't know how long it was.
Is it there?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
on there.
Okay, why is it on? Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Why didn't it come up? Do you see it? Okay. Now, this is her. That's me in the green.
Okay, so
That's
she.
her. No, this is after she gave me the phone call. You see, my text to her was at 9:22.
Okay, hold on.
Just to piss her off.
You're in the green, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That
so,
was just to piss her off because she
come on,
called.
tell me. What's the date?
That's June. Not June. January 6th. That's after the phone. She called me.
Okay, so you're in the green.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why? Why the first? Why the first?
Okay, because she called me.
But why?
You called me.
No, stop.
I
No,
just showed her-
no. Why?
I can go back to that too.
First thing that you said at 9:22 a.m. How did my pussy? Well, I guess you meant taste. I mean, why?
No, because
How
when she
about
called
how about
me-
you just say stop contacting me?
Okay, when she
That
called me,
is like pouring gasoline on the fire.
okay, because that right there was to also be able to. I was happy that she called because she had just came down to the courts and lied on me. I
Okay,
was
but if you're happy she called, you text. Okay.
because of the stuff that she said to me on the phone. Remember, she called me first, and she was saying some foul things to me on the phone.
On the phone, but leave me alone.
No.
Stop.
That's what
All right, go to the next one you want me to see.
Okay, that's why I started off like that. Okay. Then I showed her that yes. Then I looked her up. Showed her. That. I'm calling her stupid because he's using her.
Go
Then
up.
I explain why. Okay, or how.
Oh, if I missed one, I apologize. I'm trying to get them all.
Scroll on.
Thank you.
I was trying to explain to her. I don't know why I even took out the time, but she called me.
All this in green is trying to explain something to her?
Well, at first I was kind of pissed because of the way she had called me and came at me. But then you'll start to see when I start sending her the text, I'm explaining to her, well, basically, letting her see herself that he's the one who did that.
All right, going up. And you're pregnant with him. You were pregnant with him at this time with a baby?
I had to pretend I have a baby. Maybe she'll stop harassing me.
All right, okay. Okay, hold on.
That's why she called me, huh?
No, no. I was calling you looking up my mugshot and no.
Nope. All right. All right, keep going. Scroll up. All right, what's that? A screen.
Okay, now that's him texting me. Now
Why
with
do I-
these text messages, it's showing her that he's the one who told me all of her information. He's the one who's trying to send her for me. And this is me and his text messages.
All right, go on, scroll on up. Scroll on up.
And I'm trying to show her basically how he's using her. And he would never do that to me.
If I'm grown, if I want to be used, let me be used.
But he's using
none of your
me.
No.
You're coming against me, lying.
Okay, I didn't you. Stop. Y'all stop arguing with one another. Okay, Ms. Jones, let me use up. Who is this? This is a screenshot of what? Something between you? Okay. Whoa. Oh, no. Take it back. I can read it. Stop enlarging it. Leave one place. Okay. Is this you and him texting? Take yourself on mute. Who's in the gray and who's in that blue?
Yes, this is me and him. That's him in the gray, and that's me in the blue.
Okay, hold on. Okay. You scrolling up. If there's another one. Okay. Okay. Scroll on up.
Oh, jeez. This is ugly. What bits I can grab. I mean, it's ugly.
Okay. 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 Now, who is that screenshot? Is that from him? Is that from him?
Him. Yes.
Yeah, he's saying leave her alone, but she's the one reaching out to me.
He's telling you leave me alone because you keep harassing me.
You're lying.
Stop, y'all stop talking to one another. All right, scroll on up.
You see, he wouldn't even take up for it with the pregnancy thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I need this to stop too, Judge. This has been going on for
Well, stop. You're the one starting.
him, and you're stupid and don't see it.
All right, no.
Okay, let me stay
one another. Both of y'all,
smart.
ladies, I will bring both of you here in the courtroom so I can have a deputy, and every time one of y'all starts to talk, they tell you individually to keep it quiet. Okay.
Now
You
I'm
see the
gonna get
screen name
back to
for
the
her?
messages between me and him, because in these messages, if you can take the time to really read them, you'll see all of the lies that she came at me about the first PTO. It's all in here. I'm confronting him about it, and he knows that they're lies.
Okay, go ahead, scroll up.
Okay, knows that it's all lies. So that's why I was sending her the screenshots of our conversation, hoping she would see for herself that he's using her.
Okay.
Now, I don't even know her, so why would I come after her?
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay.
Because it's not just her, like I said, it's a few of them. Now, this is how all of this started. Me simply.
Are you in the gray?
Yeah. No, this is my daughter. Now, this is me and his daughter, her 10-year-old. She asked me to ask him about when he was going to be sending the money, right?
Okay.
So
Go
that's
ahead.
just responding back to know that I
Okay.
sent the text. That's how this whole situation between me and him started that day with the texting back.
What
and
are
forth.
those screenshots? The same
She
thing?
called me. Say that again.
These are screenshots of the same conversations?
Yes, between me and him.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep going up.
He's been lying. He was lying to her, saying that I forced him to
Scroll on up.
stuff like that. So, just proof of all of the lies and how he's using her.
Oh, yeah. She's so concerned that another woman is
Keep
being
going.
used.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 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 Okay.
And I thought after this, she would see exactly what was going on and leave me alone. No, here we go with this. He uses these females, and I don't understand it. I really don't. I've never came after her. Oh, do you want me to show you from the first phone call when her friend called her and her friend called me?
Thank you.
And I can show you the text messages and everything.
Look. If they want to be used, why do you care?
I don't have a problem with that. I want to be left alone. He's using her to come after me is my thing. I don't care if he's using her for money
I'm
or
not coming after
he's
her.
using her to do stuff like this. You're doing it.
Me.
You're doing what he wants you to do. You're doing it for no reason.
You're coming after me. I don't care what you're doing. You see me.
You are so.
Got your folks on mute. Stop unmuting yourselves. Stay on mute. Sit there for a second until y'all can both, like my little, until y'all can both be quiet. Raise your hand once you can finally follow the instructions and be quiet and just talk directly to me. Y'all take a second breathe and then raise your hand when you're ready to participate. Okay. Now, that's all you want me to see, Miss Jones? All right. You got something else to share? You take yourself off.
This is a new text message. This is from our first encounter when her and her friend, she keeps saying I'm threatening her.
And you in the green.
Yes, she keeps saying that I'm going after her. This is all her coming to me. Okay, not once did I go to her. Okay, this is her and her friend. Okay, let me go to the history.
No, I don't know history. I really don't.
No, because of the phone call. So you can see that they called me, not me calling them.
Okay.
There's no way for me to call them. I didn't have.
Did you? You know what?
Their information. This is them. Okay, calling me. You see the incoming call, October 29th.
I do.
Okay, that's them. She's saying that I'm stalking her. I'm bothering her though, right?
Hey, what else you want me to see though?
Okay. This was our first encounter, like I said. Remember I said that her friend, she called with her friend, and then her friend was asking questions.
So she texted you a picture of that?
No. This right here, we had a phone. We were on the phone having a conversation.
Okay, stop. Right? October 29th, the picture of the real nice side.
Okay, this right here is the...
I know it is. It's a nice side. It's got my signature on it. But who?
Yeah, because I was supposed to go to court with him.
Okay, so why did you send that to her? Listen to my question. Did you send that to her?
I sent it to her friend's phone. Yes.
Okay. Whose phone is this? This is a conversation with what? You and her friend?
Oh, good Lord.
This
not me. Not me.
No, she was on the phone.
Look. This is a conversation between you and her friend. I don't want to see it because her friend.
It's me. It's all three of us.
Thank you, Laura.
She
not
called
me.
A three-way with her friend.
No,
that was my first time even talking to this woman ever or hearing her voice. When she called about getting
go. Let me see the messages.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. Now this here.
Who's in the green? Who's in the gray? About whatever.
I'm going to use Miss Fowler's word. She now is in a throuple. And not only does she choose to be in a throuple, and she's shacked up in the bed with the throuple. Now, if anybody thinks this is okay, I am in the wrong world.
Her that he
in the green or the gray?
Okay, this is her boyfriend that he's been doing this for years, texting me.
Okay. Are you in the green or is he in the gray? Which one are you?
Okay, I'm the gray. He's in the green. No,
gray.
I'm sorry. I'm the green. He's the gray. It didn't show the beginning of that text, but I got that text also. This is me showing them that he's reaching out to me, not me reaching out to him.
How come are you saying, can I have a picture? I don't understand this.
Because at the beginning of it, I got the original text in my phone. At the beginning of it, he asked me something, and I asked him, could I have a picture? He said something about this is Mike or something, and I said, can I have a picture? And I asked, where do I know from?
Grow up.
Okay, I can't on this because this was a screenshot to her friend, because then I was trying to prove to her that I'm not bothering him, he's bothering me. Okay, this is how it started.
Okay. Who is deadbeat bitch?
Her boyfriend. I told I've been going through this for years. You gave me the first PTO because I was in your office and he was doing this while I was there in your face. You seen it for yourself.
All right, keep going up. Okay.
This is me. Okay, now this is a text message.
Who is this
Okay.
blue? Who's the blue? Well, that's him in the blue, right?
Okay, no, that's me because this is me texting him because I was trying to show them. Let me start it from the beginning.
Okay.
So you can,
Who is that a picture of?
he always sends me pictures of him and different women. A whole lot of them. A whole lot of them all the time. I've been going through this for 11 years.
I'm starting to like
And
this
since
guy.
we broke up, that's just a screenshot of some of the text messages I have between him and I, because I have to keep this stuff because he does
like
this
his
type of
pluck.
stuff right here. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah, tell the truth.
All right.
For
What
no
else
reason.
show me that's important
He
about?
doesn't care.
Okay. All right. Now I was just showing them because look right here. He sent me this picture right here. That's her son.
Okay, but that's juvenile. So let's scroll up.
Okay. No, that was just proof that he's sending stuff to me, not me searching her. Okay.
You're going on people's social media still.
No, girl, please stop.
Y'all just ain't gonna stop, are you? Tell you what, we're gonna take a break on this. Let me hear from Mr. Richards and Mr. Show for a second. Y'all take a break, get yourself together, because I'm not playing anymore with you interrupting one another and doing all this. So, and he'll be here in a moment. So, Mr. Richards, Mr. Show.
Oh, good Lord. How long does this thing go?
I'll get y'all back in a few minutes.
We're going to
I gotta
Biggin
walk
after
away from it
this.
before I lose my temper.
But I have to go to the end or I'll never hear the end of it.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Atanjo.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you got to turn your camera on, sir.
My camera on?
Nope.
It's not on?
Nope.
Nope.
How do you turn this camera on?
You got to go back to your camera page.
The camera page, I've never done this before.
I saw
You
about
had your camera on.
3 minutes of these two.
Okay.
They're going at it.
Right.
Am I on now?
Yes, both of you raise your right hands. Y'all swear firm testimony about the is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I don't even know
I do.
why.
All right,
I do.
go ahead, Mr. Atanjo. Start with this recent event, work backwards on what it is that Miss Richards has done to make Mr. Richards has done to make you seek
Thank
a
you.
stalking order.
Yes. So for some time, since Mr. Richard moved into my property, that is, he moved in December 15. And then when I had an interview with him, I thought he was a respectable person. But then not long after that, he's been, every time there's a conversation, it turns into threats. And
You
then,
want specific. What is it that he's done to you specifically?
yes, okay. Specifically, he said, my house is dirty. And all the tenants that live in this house, they are all dirty.
Wait a minute.
All dirty.
Is this
All right,
a bunch
who
of
saw
rooms that
this?
you rent out as a bunch of rooms?
Where's the rest of the
Yes.
hearing at?
Single
Okay.
room. So I said, okay, you've just been in here less than 2 weeks. I called a meeting in the house with all the other tenants. Some of them are sitting right here. I said, if you don't feel comfortable living here and you think
No.
the place.
Let's get to what Mr. Richards did to you.
To where?
Okay, so Mr. Richard would always threaten me to beat me up.
Okay, like when and how often and what exactly did he say?
He would say, I'll beat you up, even when my 2 kids were. Apologies. When statement, he does not tell you, and he does not show you the statements that.
All right, we back on it? I can't tell. I'm just
Okay.
Has been left to come. It has been.
There's
Okay.
bond conditions. Talk to your lawyer about the bond conditions, Mr. Richards. Both of you place your email in the chat. We'll send you a copy of the order. I'm going to deny it because this.
said in the email.
Done. For what I need.
Started paying her money.
I got to see the end of that hearing.
You too, Neil, Miss Jones.
I'm
All
looking for it.
Please tell me you didn't tell him.
Okay.
If you look at the text messages,
Good say. All right, Stuart, Eden.
When the respondent, Ms. Jessica Linez Evans.
Forward.
Make sure your camera's powered on.
Go through. Keep yourself on mute, Ms. Evans. Is this one of yours, Mandy?
Where is it? Somebody give me the timestamp.
All right.
No, Your Honor, it's not.
All right, Ms. McDowell, you can take yourself off mute.
Yes.
Just, I mean, this, and I say this,
I went
Mr. Fry
right
hasn't tried
over
to
it.
convince you to drop this. You're doing this on your own accord, right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Right.
respect him living in my house, even though he has not paid.
That was those two that were right after it.
Sandrika Glass. Jones, Ms. Barnett, what you got to do? You be humble. All right, go
Is this
ahead,
it?
Mr. Iden.
Thank you, Your Honor. So the most recent event,
So how?
she made it clear in not so many.
Big all kinds of things, and they're gonna rape me. And she's.
I think I used to put something there you can familiarize yourself with them.
It's my cause.
Department. She was actually moved to a different
Okay.
department that's across
I think
the
I
store
found
from
it.
us. So her maintaining distance from me wouldn't have been too complicated. My intention wasn't that, oh, you know, she's
This is the end of the
whatever
last
case may
hearing.
be. I reported what I reported to human resources, and whatever decision they're going to do, which ultimately, from what they informed me, was leave it to the courts and the police force, was what they did. So she could.
Done. I've heard what I need to hear.
Okay. You cannot start the video because the host.
Hold on. There you go.
Here we go. Sorry, I had some of it pre-recorded, and I had some of this is straight
Mr.
from Biggin.
Hopkins, raise your right hand for me. You swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Just nod your head for me. All right. All right. Ms. Jones, do you want the other camera turned on too, or are you gonna leave it off?
Is this the guy?
He's frozen.
Is Eric the player?
Jones, you're frozen.
Eric the player Hopkins?
Jones, you're frozen. All right. All in the computer. There you go. All right. This is going to be a decision I'm going to regret to the end of time. Mr. Hopkins, just let me hear from you.
He's got a sweater vest on.
Hold
For
on,
crying
Ms.
out
Jones.
loud.
I'll hear from you too. You know that. But you got my word. If y'all start arguing between each other, done. Continue it, and we'll bring you in here in person. So, we're not back on the block. We're in a courtroom. Behave as such. Jones, Barnett, put yourselves on mute. If you think you need to scream out something, you put yourselves on mute, because you can scream out to yourself all you want to. Mr. Hopkins, take yourself off mute. Tell me what's been going on. You got to take yourself off mute, Mr. Hopkins.
Okay. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you. All right. I want you to start from those recent events, work backwards. Tell me why it is you're seeking this order.
Okay. The most recent event is happening with my work. She's calling corporate offices. She's stalking, popping up.
Hold on a second. I need to know. See, you're saying she's calling corporate offices. Those people aren't here to testify saying that she's calling them. So this is what she's done to you personally. You don't have your corporate office here, anybody to say that she's the one who called. So you can't really testify to that, because she's going to say it wasn't me.
I have evidence. I have the texts. She emailed my corporate.
But I can't see a text between her and anyone else. It's got to be between you and him.
Okay. Nevertheless, she consistently calls my phone.
Not nevertheless. That's all it is. Tell me what happened between you and her only. Go ahead.
We can take care of that.
Okay,
you know.
she consistently calls my phone, harassing me from different numbers, calling me all kinds of names, stealing pictures off a line, sending them out to other places. Through the past, for this been going on for 8 years now, I've been trying to get this order against her, and it's not been working. She has been damaged my cars, physically abusive. She has lately threatened me. She always bringing up her men. She's always saying stuff like this, accusing me of stuff, telling lies, ridiculing me, slandering me to everybody, posting things on media, social media. All I want is this over. Just to leave me alone. If I have to go through the child support situation, we do that. I have no problem with that. She does not let me see my children already. I do not bother that woman. I do not go by her house. I do not do things. She's coming to my job. She's telling all kinds of lies and stuff, you know, trying to make me seem like I'm this vigilante type person, selling drugs, slandering me, guns. I work 7 days a week, Your Honor. My corporate office
Let me
is...
interrupt real quick. Okay? I've been told I have an accent. Personally, I don't hear it. All right? And I like to tell people I'm smarter than I sound. And I promise you, Miss Sanford can account for this. I may sound like I was born in some sort of shed with no electricity or indoor plumbing. But I am way smarter than I sound. I like to say it sounds like cornbread and buttermilk when I open my mouth with my accent that people allegedly think I have. But I am smarter than I sound. So one thing I need here is specifics. Specifically, called me on January the 1st. She said this to me. She texted me. This is how I know it. She texted me this. So when you talk like this, in generalities, that's not what I need. If you have stuff you want to show me, feel free. And trust me, I work 7 days a week also, and at night. So you've got to tell me
Yes, she does.
exactly what she has done to you. Because when you say she's sending stuff to other people, that's other people that has to come in and talk about that. So, for instance, Metropolis, she called me 382 times in January, and I told her not to reach out to me anymore. Here's my call log. That would be things that I need to see and hear. There's a reason for the two of you to talk. A legitimate conversation would be because y'all have a child together or children. Two. Okay, you have two children together. So there is a legitimate purpose for the two of you to communicate about the child. So outside of that legitimate purpose now, if she texts you something like, you know, you're sorry, Dad, because you hadn't paid child support, technically that's about the child, not a really good way to say it. But what has she done to harass you, threaten you, intimidate you? You specifically, because you don't have somebody from the corporate office saying they've answered the phone when she's called. And you have to prove that she's stealing stuff from social media. And some of that's hard. Because I had a lady in front of me where this guy created a website. And she had to get some high pollutant people involved to show that it was him that created it. Needless to say, she ended up getting the feds involved, and I think he's sitting in federal prison. So you have to tell me things, Mr. Hopkins, that you can actually prove. Like, look, Judge, here's my phone. This is her number. This is the text. Okay?
Oh, I mean, but I'm on the phone with you right now, so.
Okay, well, then there's that share screen option that's at the bottom, a little green square with an arrow pointing up. It says share screen. That's how you present your evidence. Now, I know that in my notice of hearing, it says it'll be on Zoom. I think I used to put stuff in there. You can familiarize yourself with Zoom. And it's been almost 3 years people have been using Zoom. So if you work in corporate, you use Zoom during the pandemic.
No, I'm a service manager, maintenance, ma'am.
Right.
I have a corporate that she's calling and telling lies to. And I got my property manager will witness to this. She also said she will write it up, that she has called the office. I have witnesses that she's popping up at my job.
She's not here to testify. So tell me what she's done with you.
I keep trying to explain it to you.
No, you're telling me what she did to somebody else, sir.
I'm telling you what she's doing to me, coming up on my job to me, trespassing.
When did she come to your job to you?
Probably about a month and a half ago.
So sometime in December?
Yeah, sometime in December. She has brought the girls up there a couple of times, right? Just being ironic, and stating things on me and threatening me and calling me all kind of gays. And is a such thing as harassment, Your Honor. I looked that up. She is harassing, calling from all different types of numbers, Texas, stating things, threatening.
How do you know that it's her from different numbers?
Oh, I know it's her. She talks about my children. Of course it's her.
Okay, there you go. You have to say something that she only heard.
Oh, and I have them on file. I have everything. I even have a whole file here from back when I was trying to file before with all texts from her. Everything threatening me, everything accusing me.
Tell me when she's threatened. Tell me. Start with threats. When did she threaten you? How? If it was text, you guys show me the text.
Had her man come and put his hands on me. She says I'm nothing but a punk. She seen me get knocked out before. She say I'm gay. She says my booty hole big, all kinds of things, and they're gonna rape me. And she's gonna make sure that her threats are mainly making sure that I'm gonna get fired, which she has done in the past with another job.
It just gets worse.
Her threats is, that she's gonna expose me to everybody that I am this gay man. Her threats are personal, which I've known in the past for her to be very violent and also have weapons. And I do fear for my life of her popping up at my job just out the blue.
All right. So, I mean, like calling you names isn't really a threat. I mean, if that was, everybody have a TPO against everybody.
It isn't that. She's saying what to do to me and what her male companion would do to me. Okay. And I'm not bothering her at all. I mean, it's as simple as just having this situation be leave him alone. How hard is that? I'm not bothering her, period. I want to do everything legitimately, go through the court system to where I could get visitation rights, to where I could pay my child support. I get her just recently. I started paying her money through Cash App, and she turns around and tells me if I don't pay her, she's going to destroy my life and this and that. So that's basically extorting. That's basically, threatening me that she's going to do something to me if I don't pay her this money.
Right. So you got to show proof of this. You can't just tell me she's doing it. So you need to be able to share your screen to show me any messages between you and her, not her and anybody else, but you and her.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this, how to do it, because you said it's an arrow at the bottom, but
it should be at the bottom to share screen. So you got to pull up what you want to share and hit that.
Okay. Wait a minute, I'll go back now. I gotta pull up, okay, because where's my photos?
Okay.
Please tell me this goes somewhere. I'm committed now. I'm going to the end.
I'm trying to send all this stuff.
No, it's not sending it. You have to share it. Please don't show me something I cannot unsee.
Okay. I'm trying. I'm not too phone savvy, but so you're not seeing nothing?
You're not sharing your screen yet. It's just you. Now you're frozen.
Nothing yet.
Nope.
You're not seeing all my photos and all the texts.
Nope. I'm just seeing you. You're not sharing your screen.
All right. You said go to the green arrow, share contents.
That's a bold statement,
okay,
Colin.
Go to photos. All right. Share, go to photos. Are we seeing anything yet?
No.
Just you.
Because once I do that, I share content, right?
You got to tap on it.
Yeah, I tapped on it, screen.
You got to highlight what you want to share.
This ain't going to that. It ain't doing this. I'm trying to highlight. I'm trying to go to my photos so I can highlight because I photo and the things that she's done. Showing all the money, flagging this and that. Is man. She really be. I ain't gonna be able to do because I don't know how to do it. Yeah, see how she's ridiculing? Everything's funny because I don't know how to do this. But it's serious. If I was in the courtroom, I'd have all this with me. Yana, I don't know how to pull it up.
Well, you got to prove your case.
So what was going to happen is she could keep doing what she's been doing for 8 years, and ridiculing and making a mockery of the law. What I need to do? Do I need to just get a lawyer?
Yeah. Just try to tell me first what's happening, because I'm sure if you tell me a text, maybe she'll show me something different, or she'll show me, I don't know. Just go ahead, tell me to you though, okay? Like she texted me this that said this exactly. I mean exactly. Don't say threaten me. You have to tell me what it said, and it was to you.
I just explained that to you.
Nope.
That I'm nothing but a punk. Her man.
You got to get December the 18th, she sent me a text saying F off. That's what I need to hear. Not in December, she sent me a bunch of, what did you say, texts, but it's text messages. So tell me exact date and what that said.
Okay, on where they at? And this can't even get people to leave you alone nowadays. Chill something, really at? Read this shit.
So this hearing does not contain the clip that I started this stream with. For the
They don't even have
the
dates on there, Your Honor. From what I screenshot the pictures, it don't even have my dates on it. I just got hundreds. I got hundreds of consistent texts from her. Okay. Just hundreds of them.
What does that even mean?
You got to tell me that I know these are from January. Ms. Jones, put your shirt back on. Cover yourself up. Can't wear that in the courtroom. All right, Mr. Rugg. If I look at my phone, I can look at it and go, read it. I say, oh, that was probably in January. So I could give on or about time when it was sent. If you screenshot it, you can kind of remember when it was sent. Try that.
Okay. Well, in January, there were statements that, she's going to ruin my life around January, maybe, not January, probably about January 12th, when she expected me to have money for her.
So that's in 2023, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
To have money for her. Basically, it started me saying that if I don't have the money, she's going to make it fun. She's going to mess my life up, in which she turned around and, like I said, she did the texts, the emails, the corporate and all that stuff, trying to get me fired. Then she goes and harasses everybody around me. And she's telling me that her man, these are all texts on the same day. So it ain't hard to do because she texts 20 texts in a row. It ain't just like it's one text. She don't stop. And then I don't even answer half of the time. And then she's sitting there talking about how her boyfriend's a more man than me and they'll come and see me and this and that. And I ain't nothing. And what she seen me do. She goes on about everything. She makes up a whole lot of frivolous stuff too. But the point is, and she keeps coming at me, and I'm worried about what she's gonna do. She has a mental stable problem, and she needs help. But she has literally said that she would send her people to come and get me. She has literally showed up at my house with a group of people and assaulted me. She has.
When was that?
Huh? That was a couple years back.
Okay.
And I tried to get my ex-fiance had got a restraining order on her also. This is a pattern. Everybody's trying to get restraining orders from her because she's harassing everybody and doing things. But when my ex-female left me because of the situation with her, couldn't deal with that. And she turned around, like I said, assaulted me back then with a group of people. Now she's threatening me again, saying that the man that she's been with for all these years, she'll have him come and see me, and that she's gonna make my life a misery, hell, and she's gonna put me in jail for things I ain't even doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we could consent to drug tests, and I guarantee you she'll fail.
All right, so tell me about threats. What threats?
Did drop drug
I
act.
just told you, having her man come and get me.
Okay, what does that mean though? You have to tell me what that means to you.
Put his hands on me.
Okay, you gotta tell me what it means. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I'm just saying, put his hands on me.
Specific. I cannot imply something from what you say. That's why I have to ask you, what exactly did she say? So what about in 2022? What contact did she have with you that you found intimidating or threatening?
Oh, it's been consistently the same thing, but she has showed up to my job, nervous, irate, pulling me off from talking to people, other witnesses also, but they ain't here. I understand that, Your Honor. And, you know, she's all irate, telling me why she doing things and this and that. And then she turns right around like she's bipolar and texts me and starts coming up with, oh, come over here and do this to me and do that and all this. And then turn right around and say, I don't want you. My man's coming over here. And don't worry about it. He'll see you out there. Stuff like that. All kinds of, I mean, the list goes on forever. I can't even remember off my head how many things she says to me. I tried to alleviate the problem, but she just keeps coming up. She has damaged vehicles of mine in the past, damaged female vehicle I was dealing with in the past. Like I said, assaulted me. So I just got to keep expecting her when she says she's going to come and do it, and I know she will. I'm supposed to just sit back and just let this happen?
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Hopkins. Have you told her to leave you alone?
Plenty of times, 100 million times. Please, I ask her, please leave me alone. I say, matter of fact, we don't have to have no dealing. I'm just going to send you money for my daughters, which and still I have to go through the court system to even take blood tests on these children. But that ain't this.
So earlier she showed me some text messages between the two of y'all. They were, I guess, sexual in nature. What's that about?
That's not me. There's no sexual nature. I have not touched that woman, seen that woman in over 8 years.
That's true. That's true. We have not had sex or nothing.
I got this.
Finally, common ground.
And I never asked her.
She just showed me some text messages. They were like sexual in nature exchanges on a text text message.
That's her. That's her text towards me. I didn't never text that. If you look at every text I send, and I can prove it with my texts, if I could ever learn how to screenshot, that I always ask her to leave me alone. I was in a faithful relationship for 5 years with someone, and now I'm in a faithful relationship with Miss Barnett. And she just pulls up Miss Barnett's things, trying to mess with her just because she's with me. It's showing and proving right there in your eyes that she is about trying to make my life miserable and don't want nobody with me. I'm not harassing her.
Woman. How do I know anything about any of the women that you're with, Eric?
Because you look them up.
Hey!
That's true, Your Honor. She looked them up because she sent me the texts, and I got all the pictures, personal stuff I didn't even know about my female. I didn't even know about her. I didn't know nothing about bankruptcies or nothing that my female had.
And I guess I just know her name. I'm psychic.
Oh, you went and found out where she lived and everything.
Nope. Hopkins.
Yes, ma'am.
The only reason I'm gonna put you on mute is because I know you're gonna get angry and want to scream and yell. You can scream and yell what you want to while I got you on mute. Okay.
That's fine, Jan. I'm cool. All
right, Ms. Barnett, I'm gonna mute you too while I hear from her. This is what it came to. Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Respond to what Mr. Hopkins has said only.
Okay. Now,
yeah,
I was with
it was
Mr.
a nice
Hopkins
touch
for 4.5 years. When me and him broke up, He told me that he was going to get my
To a
children
female
taken
judge, too,
from
which
me,
is beautiful.
make me lose my Section 8.
What are you thinking?
And since we have broke up, I told you from at first, he has tried this. As soon as we broke up, within the first month, he had Clayton County Police coming knocking on my door for wellness checks for no reason. When him and Miss Tammy got together, I told you the situation with them calling defects and having my children questioned. Okay, all of this is for no reason. I'm going to show you the text message that started all of this right now between me and him. It started off as a text message between him and my 10-year-old daughter. Now, the day he's talking about, and also I did have to get in contact with Mr. Hopkins because he has not paid child support or nothing for my children in 7 years, but he was paying for a cell phone for both of them. Okay. And with him paying for the cell phone, I found out that he had an app on the cell phone that he was buying for them that can track, and that's how he found out where I live at now, because he had a tracker on his cell phone. There started to become problems again between me and him after you had gave me the protection order back in 2020 for him. When the protection order was up, okay, that's when he started with the BS all over again. I had to go through him for my daughter's phone. So I told him, I brought her an iPhone and all she needs is for you to switch the service over. He gets upset about that. I'm being called names, all types of stuff. At that time, he was still with Miss Jones, who had seen what was going on and even called me and apologized for her part in him being able to use her against me for no reason. Okay. In April, there was a problem because now I'm buying the cell phones and he can no longer get to them to put the app on there to track us. So long story short, after that happened with the 10-year-old, my 7-year-old was promised an iPhone from Mr. Hopkins. It was time for her to get an upgrade. I was on that side of town because she had to have a cap surgically removed out of her gum. So I was on that side of town at the dentist's office. They know over on that side of town, that's where their dad lives. She asked to stop by, which I did. She talked to her dad. It was a good conversation. He told her he was going to get her a new phone. Long story short, we get home. She tells the 10-year-old when we get home, we stopped by and we seen daddy today. So of course she's excited. So she starts texting back and forth with her dad. Now this is in October. She starts
Is all this somehow getting to the two of y'all?
No, and I actually want you to see these texts, so I would like to be able to
look at
here.
Mandy, I swear to God, I need to go to like speech therapy and drop this accent because people honestly don't need to understand what I'm saying or think I'm an idiot. Miss Jones, I need you to get off of 285, stay on the connector. Respond to what Mr. Hopkins said you did to him. Don't bring the kids into it.
I can't.
I already know you want to say something. You took yourself off mute. So I'm gonna mute you back, Miss Barnett. So
I can't defend myself over lies. They're both making up things. But all I can show you is the truth of how this even started. But how can I defend myself?
I'm making up things.
Barnett, see, that's why you can scream and yell and say everything you want to on mute, Miss Barnett. Don't take yourself off mute.
I have never went to his house, which is in text messages.
So he says you've been texting him out of control, incessantly, especially since in January.
If that's the truth, then he should be able to show them. Only time
I had text messages where you had text messages. You showed some
about our children, and I showed you that first text message. Remember, I showed you my daughter asking me
the one you put where he was allegedly asking you for a picture.
Oh, that picture, that I gave you that one too, because he calls and texts me from other phones. All the stuff that he's trying to lie and say I did, he does. Look at my finger. You see that it's crooked? Mr. Hopkins did that. My face, you can see a dark mark here. Mr. Hopkins done that. When me and Mr. Hopkins broke up, Mr. Hopkins became very abusive. All the stuff that Mr. Hopkins is saying that I did, oh, let me pull up stories. He's pulled up at my house when I had a date. That's how my face got scratched up. Okay. Then another time, he dropping the girls off. He was mad because I was going out and hit me with the baby, the seat, the chair for the car seat. Hit me with that in my finger and crippled it. Okay. So while he's trying to talk that I didn't did all of this stuff to him, which is lies, and I'm not one to come on here and lie on people. Now, this is how this right here just started, because I told you, he told me he was going to destroy my life. If I could share this is how everything started with just a text message between him and my daughter. Because the situation is so crazy that I can't explain it to you because it's just crazy. There's no emotional attachment between me and this man at all. None. At all. No reason. I didn't even do these things when me and him first broke up. He didn't even get with Miss Jones until we were broke up for 2 years. So why would I all of a sudden just become a stalker? He had many of females. This makes no sense. But I just want you to see this because my daughter also wrote a letter to her dad. Okay. Okay. But these text messages right here shows exactly what happened and how
just between him and your daughter.
Because it's between me, I'm in there too, because he's talking about me. It's just to show you what is going on. She just said, Daddy, I want to see.
Listen, is it him texting her about you or
Yes.
you a recipient of the text?
Yes, he knows it.
Nope. Did he send that text to you or to the daughter?
There's a text in here that he's sending directly to me. Because in his mind, he's talking to me. He's not talking to my daughter.
It went to your phone.
No, he used to harass me through their phones. That's why I got him to turn them off. Okay, but it's on my phone. The text message is on my phone. So that's what I wanted you to see. But that's how all of this started. My daughter told him that she missed him, wanted to see him. And she was coming telling me that her dad wanted to pick them up. I let him know that she was just lying on both sides, telling him that I said that he could come pick him up, and I didn't. I explained that in the text message to him. Now, can I show you the one between me and him? Because I don't have to show you between them, but I can show you between me and him and how he just snaps. This is my key.
What I've been asking for an hour. Between you and him.
Can I show the screen so I can show you?
Share the screen and show between you and him. The screen's frozen, Miss Jones.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now on this phone here, I can show you exactly how.
No, you're gonna hold up the phone and do like that. I can't read it. I mean,
no, I can share my screen. I shared my screen with you before. I shared it with.
When was this text message?
We started in October. After my baby girl passed there to
2022.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I don't see any. Okay, here we go now. Hold up. Participant share. Okay, what do I hit after I hit share? My daughter did it before. Do I hit photos?
Daughter, you need to pick what you want. You need to pick what you want and share.
Oh, it's in my text message.
Pick what you want and then share it. I mean, if you keep your other shirt.
She already did it once.
Oh, I'm sorry. It keeps sliding down. It's a shawl. Okay. Okay, that wasn't it. When I'm trying to do it through a text message, can anybody let me know which one it is? To share it through the text message?
Yeah, nobody can see anything.
I'm sure if I know the question, but if it shares.
The way it comes up, it says Google Drive, box, photos, documents.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, screen. Here we go. That wasn't coming up at first. Okay, you can see my screen now.
Yes, there's a picture of somebody.
Yep, there you are. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not coming up. There we go. Now this here was me just responding to Eric, letting him know that what my daughter was basically saying to him, saying that I said that they can come over to his house and stuff, just didn't happen. And I was trying to explain to him that.
So this is you texting him from your daughter's phone. And I just said, that's not what I wanted to see.
Yeah, but this is how all of this situation started, was from her texting him and him texting back on her phone. This is me trying to explain to him about that I didn't say that she can come to his house. Okay, and then his text back, which was very evil for no reason. Sorry, she sent this to me the wrong way. Okay. Now all I was doing was letting him know that what she said was lies. I'm trying to find one that has the whole text message on there. Okay. I don't know what having a man around him or none of that got to do with what's going on with my daughter, but this is the type of stuff I went through. And if I could show you the text messages between him and my daughter, she's saying, Daddy, I want to see you. And he's talking about my girlfriend, well, my woman, and my woman.
That's, he can choose to be a dad or not be a dad or be a father or be a whatever. He can choose that. I can't make him have a relationship with his daughter.
No, I'm not saying that you can. I'm just trying to show you what type of man he is.
I don't care. I'm not dating.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect anything. He can be scum of the earth, but if he proves his case, I'll put this in place.
Well, I mean,
he'd be, the governor.
I don't bother him.
I'll put it in place.
I do not bother him though. Only time I reach out to him is about our children. That's literally it. And
that was, and I hate this word. He's all what's a dick pussy, dick pussy, dick pussy, dick pussy. Going back and forth between texts with one another, and I never want to hear it again. So that's more than talking about your kids.
No, ma'am, I have the texts talking about my children, but those are to him, not to her. Do you want me to pull up the text messages between him and I? It's all about my children. I can do that. And you all have some in your system also. I emailed you all some.
Oh, that's not how you enter evidence. We don't take it. You enter evidence by showing it during the hearing.
Yeah, I did show some in evidence. I'm about to go to my emails right now. And then we will.
All right, you got 5 minutes, and then I'm going to them. And here's the last words from
that. May be the greatest moment.
Yeah, because I haven't harassed them or nothing. It's like, how do you even defend yourself against lies? I don't get it. I don't go around it. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I between her and the sweater vest, I don't know. I'm just not really believing either one of them. Got to be honest.
Got 5 minutes.
Oh,
I'll give
it's
Ms.
so
Roberts
good.
5 minutes. I'll give Ms. Barnett 5 minutes, and we're done.
Okay. And also, if some of them ain't gonna make sense, because I showed you that he'll call and text some other
Look,
phone.
it shows right there in November. He sent you $300.
Oh, yeah, for the first time in 7 years, he did.
It looks like the child support cases keep getting dismissed because he's not served.
Right. Okay, nobody serving nothing. When I came to get the PTO back in October, he wasn't served then either.
Every time yours have been put in place because he hasn't been served.
It's not right. And me and my daughter took a DNA test back in 2019. He's the one not showing up for it. I'm the one trying to leave this totally alone and even have my 10-year-old give up on having the dad that she wants to have. It's not me. Like, literally.
All right. Anything else, Miss Barnett?
He's been doing this and then her, I don't even know her.
Exactly. So why are you harassing?
What
Oh, she's still there.
What is this you're showing me? I don't.
Oh, good Lord.
No, you wasn't finished. You was reading that.
You had this one, the green screen with this white print. What is this?
Green screen. This.
Well, there's white print on a black. What does this say? I mean, what you're scrolling through? You just took it off. What was all that about?
Oh, these are the text messages about my children to him.
About kids. Okay. All right. What else do you want to say? Sum it up. What else you want to say?
You know, I honestly, now that the cell phones is turned off, and my daughter now is scared to even ask her dad for money or anything because the sheriffs are coming to the house anytime. All she simply asked was, Dad, when are you sending the money? And all of this stuff started. So I want nothing. I don't even want his child support. I don't want nothing but to leave. I need to be left alone. I'm the one who's being bothered. Both of them call me, not me calling them.
Girl, I don't call you.
I showed you.
Girl.
But I proved it.
Barnett, girl, no, don't do that. Just I'm gonna mute you now, Miss Jones. All right, now no more girl, Miss Barnett. Now you tell me. You got the floor. Only you, Miss Barnett. She unmutes.
You talking to me, Yana? I need her.
Girl.
Yeah, I did, because that's what she's acting like. She's acting like a girl and not a woman. That's why.
Wrap it up. 3 minutes. Tell me.
Okay.
Bottom line.
Well, I basically told you earlier what I wanted.
Agreed.
So everything I said earlier still stands. I want her to stop harassing me, stop trying to look up stuff on me, about me, and just leave me alone. And my job is aware of everything that's going on. And if she tried to contact my job in any way or fashion, Wellstar will prosecute her for harassment. So let that be known also. So that's all I got to say.
All right. Mr. Hopkins, now I'm gonna mute you back, Ms. Barnett. All right, now, Mr. Hopkins, go ahead. You have to take yourself off mute again, sir.
Okay. You hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Roy, I can hear it.
All I'm saying is, obviously, she's a compulsive liar. She's been doing this stuff to me. She's been doing the stuff to people around me. Like I said, I can't prove it because I don't know how to use my phone. I understand you need facts. But I'm saying if it's so much that I'm apparently bothering her, why doesn't she accept this protection order and leave me alone? Because I'm not contacting her. She can't show you a number that I have my phone calling her. I do not call her, period. I don't even know how to make up fake numbers and stuff like that and all that type of stuff. I don't even know how to use my arrow that you're asking. And she's just claiming that. All I'm asking is for her to leave me alone. Like she said, she'll stop and she'll do all this. It's a lie. It's a straight lie. As soon as she finds out that you don't grant this because I don't have proof or whatever the situation may go, she's going to go right back at it. She's going to go right back at it. That's the type of person she is. Now, she's been threatening me. She's been popping up at my job. And it ain't about my daughter because she wants control. She wants to make it seem like, now, like she said, I was paying my daughter's phone for over 7 years. Both of them had phones. And I'm not making it about them. But because I don't give her what she wants, she extorts me through that. Then she turns around and tells me she's going to make my life miserable if I don't pay her the money, in which she's lying about $300 in 7 years. But nevertheless, that's something that child support has to deal with. I understand that and I'm aware of that. I just want her to leave me alone. Don't call me. Don't text me. I don't do none of that to her. I don't want her popping up on me. I don't want her goons coming after me. I don't want, her harassing my job. I'm trying to make a physical living to take care of my kids while she's trying to bring me down, all because I don't want her. And I'm sorry I couldn't bring out the Texas to you, but that's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Yeah, that was actually rational.
I'm gonna put you back on mute. Nobody's going to interrupt me. Nobody's going to interrupt me. I don't know. I mean, I've looked back. There's history. They've denied. Now y'all are back. The person I feel sorry for are these children. Miss Barnett's children, y'all's 2 daughters. That's who I feel sorry for. Because no matter what, they are caught up in the middle of this. Now, Mr. Hopkins, you pay child support, you don't pay child support, you legitimate, you haven't legitimate, I don't know. But you made a choice to have children with Miss Jones. Good choice, bad choice, indifferent choice. That's the choice you made. All right. So these children didn't ask to be here. We all have choices we have made in life that we regret. But the regret that you were with Miss Jones shouldn't be a regret because you obviously have 2 beautiful children. So you can decide what kind of dad, father, whatever you want to be to them. Okay. I'm asking both of y'all right now to block one another's number. I mean, see, I'm not listening. I got you on mute. Why I got you on mute? Because I don't want to hear anything while I'm talking. Right? I want y'all to block each other's number. There is a website. It's called, oh my God. Oh God, somebody help me. All right, hold on. Our Family Wizard. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Even Miss Free, sick. Quick. Our Family Wizard. Mr. Hopkins, Miss Jones, you both go to Our Family Wizard. It's a controlled platform. You have, if your children have extracurricular activities, they can put it on there. You can put it on a calendar. It also keeps up. You can talk to each other about the kids. Now, Mr. Hopkins, I don't know if these children were born of the marriage or if another case comes up. I can promise you, if y'all show up in front of me, I'll assign a guardian ad litem to see how all this has affected those kids. Because those what matter to me. So keep it through there, because that way all you got to do when there's a guardian ad litem is give them access to your RFM wizard. They can see everything going back and forth. And I've already in my mind, I got the perfect guardian in my mind. Because you guys got to do something. Because Ms. Hawkins, don't text your daughter about Miss Jones. Don't. Just don't. Okay, just don't. Leave her out of it. Okay, just don't. Whatever you do, just don't. Miss Jones, leave your daughter's phone alone. Let her have her private conversation with her dad. And that, okay, give her a little bit of privacy. I mean, if she's getting on porn sites, then check her phone. But no, she's talking to her dad. Let her talk to her dad. And she looks like, I think she was walking around, she's a teenager, so she probably don't like either one of y'all. All she wants, or when they are teenage girls, all they gonna want is money, and y'all to leave them alone anyway. They're not gonna like either one of you when they're teenage girls. All right. So, Miss Jones, Mr. Hopkins has moved on. If he starts calling you and telling me about his new girlfriends, first, you've already blocked his number, so he can't. Unless he puts it in our family wizard, then you let him know that it don't. Don't listen to him. Who cares? You said he's been with hundreds of women. You seem to think he's all that. And Miss Barnett, don't text her. Don't have your friends text her. Y'all, please. Please, okay? No, don't unmute. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. Don't unmute. Just don't. I am putting these in place. But I'm telling all of y'all to just please. There is so
Another
much
clippable
going
moment.
on in this world that's so serious that this seems a little petty at this point in time. It's harassment, going back and forth, y'all are all harassing one another, but it is so petty right now. The governor has issued a state of emergency and called out 1,000 National Guard because they're expecting riots. So there are things in the world. People in Ukraine are getting killed every day, but y'all fighting over who's screwing who and who wants who and who's having sex with who and who's. Stop. Just stop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my camera. I'm going to walk off this bench. Unfortunately, all I can get a drink of in here is some more Gatorade. I'm going to go get me a Gatorade, turn this off, and get back on at 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock, I want the 2 o'clock case. Mr. Hopkins, Miss Barnett, if Mr. Hopkins doesn't know how to work it to put his email in the chat, Miss Barnett, you place your email and his email in the chat for me. Miss Jones, place your email in the chat for me too. Y'all got to get past this. Dear God in heaven, there is nobody that's worth all this. No man, no woman, no nothing.
But Your Honor, can I say something before
I'm not going to be a place. I've heard a whole bunch. Okay, Miss Barnett, put your emails in the chat. I'm going to send y'all the order. Ms. Jones, leave them alone. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay healthy and safe. I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
I didn't hear the order. I was listening for it too. So you denied the request for temporary order? I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense because there was no proof. All right, let me do this. All right, there's nothing else here that I need to do, right? I apologize. I had no idea. I had the bit from Judge McNally, which was good. I had a stream together with Judge McNally, and then I saw some stuff from this, but I hadn't seen it. I thought they said 10 minutes. I wasn't suckered by that, but I thought maybe a half hour. I think just kept going, but it was fantastic. Oh, good Lord. That was something else. Wait, Sue said she put it in place? I don't know. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened in the order. I don't believe any of them. Although they were talking about him, I'm like, okay, this guy is gonna be a stud, and there was nothing wrong with him, but he shows up, in his little sweater vest, and he's just like, yeah, I don't know. They keep talking about the hundreds of women. I'm like, yeah, I guess, some desperate women in the world. Oh, it's too much. And for whatever reason, I decided not to cocktail well because I still have to function a little bit here. So I actually got through that drinking soda, no alcohol. No kidding. And I don't know. That might have been the wrong call. I probably should have gone to the cocktails for that one. Oh, good Lord. Thanks for hanging in with me. I appreciate it. That was good times. If Biggin's still going, this redirects to there. I don't know if he's still going at this point. Thank y'all for coming out. I'll see you soon.